morning, friends. Happy Monday, April 17th. Crystal here from Find Your Road Home with today's 3-card reading. Please remember, the first card is always for you. The second card is always for someone else. That someone else might be a stranger, a friend, a loved one, or you. And the third card is a remember or watch for and is often an opportunity. All right, so before we get started, need to give a shout out. Happy birthday, Susan. Woo, woo, woo. Happy birthday. Yay. You've always been a very important part of my life, so thank you for being there to help guide and lead me. I appreciate it. Okay, love you. All right, so, okay, let's get to today's cards. So today we have one that I think we've had it before, but it's been quite a while. So it's kind of nice. It's always nice to get a different card because I don't know about you, but when we get a different card, that immediately says to me, oh, maybe we learned a lesson. And then we get the other card and then I go, oh, it was just trying to tell us it in a different way. That's kind of what town is. The card for you. All right, the card for you today is Town. Town. Town is our reminder to step back, or if we can, figuratively, like move ourselves up to where we're the observer in our lives and we're watching what's going on. As you're watching yourself interact with folks and you're seeing the systems in your life, okay, pay attention to some of those ecosystems and how you function and how you mesh in with others. But then also just pay attention to how you fit in. Where do you fit? That's what Town is all about today. Town is all about where do I fit in to that way bigger picture. I don't know about you, but to me, that's my favorite kind of thinking. I really hate being in the weeds. Like, I pulled weeds this weekend. Like, weeds, while they can be very beautiful, they're not fun because they grip hard. Like, I have never met roots that grip so hard as a weed, okay? And so think of that kind of like a shadow. Shadows in our lives often grip really hard like that, and it's hard to get them extracted. And now, here's the thing. You don't really want to completely extract your shadows. You need shadow in your life. You need contrast. But like those bad things tend to hold on and root down. And when you think you've gotten them, if you go like that, there's usually more root, okay? So I don't know how I got on that tangent when I was just trying to tell you that this is about being at the bigger picture and not in the weeds. See how much I don't like weeds? They're distracting. They keep you away from the real message. See, I was just trying to give you a good example. So it's all about that 30,000 foot view. Take a moment to be the observer in your life. Okay. It is a yellow yield. So it's a take your time and evaluate. But once you do, it's a highway. So you're going to fly. Okay. It is a past and a future. I'm feeling that. It's a past and a future. And it is all about passion. Okay? Passion. Now, that doesn't surprise me. Right now with this Aries sun, and we're getting ready. Did you all know that this week there's an eclipse? We won't really see it here in our country, but we'll still experience the energies of it. And this eclipse is Aries, which is fiery, kind of impulsive. Sorry, Susan. I know it's your birthday and you're an Aries, but there's a level of, they can be impulsive. They can also be controlling. I'm giving some of their low vibration parts. But that might be some of what you're feeling. So how do you fit in today? Where do you fit in? What is your I am? I am fill in the blank. Okay. All right. For you. The message for someone else. Please remember, you all are my someone else. I am your someone else. I'm saying this because I feel like we all need this card. We haven't had this one for a while. This one is also a repeat message of another card that we've had a couple. Well, you guys only had it once, but I did a reading too. I do readings over the weekend, even though I don't share them. And yeah, a card we had last week came up again. And so this is the same, but not as costly. It's actually gentler. So the card for someone else today is Isla. Isla is telling our friend that they just need a little break. It's kind of like rest. Remember rest? But rest had a toll. Isla does not have a toll. And Isla isn't a remove yourself from the situation. It really is take a break. Take a vacation even. Take a day off. Take a nap. Just, it is still removing yourself from the situation, but it's not like reactionary. It's like preventative. Okay. This one is a green go, but it's also it's all about the journey. It's a dirt road. So we all need this. We all need a little break. I've been thinking about mine. I know a few who have been thinking about theirs. And so, yeah, I've been dreaming up a really good one. I know some people might be coming to see me, but I've been dreaming up a really good one for myself. Okay. It is a future, an immediate change. More than likely, whoever this is that needs this message doesn't take a break. They probably have a bunch of PTO piled up. I don't understand that concept. Like, I like to use my PTO. I believe it is there for a reason. But other people, like, they hoard that stuff. Like, when are you going to use it? When you're dead? Take a freaking vacation. Okay. It is an air. So, it is an air. Maybe you're supposed to take a vacation with some other people. Ooh, maybe you're just supposed to work on some relationships. Maybe you're supposed to take a vacation with other people. My vacation is supposed to be by myself. And when I come back, then I will be beautifully refreshed for all the other people. Yeah. Sorry, I need one by myself. Okay, so Isla. The message to remember, I'm sorry, I'm all over the place today. I don't know what the energy is. I didn't go check my sources. It's Aries sun, so a little fiery. It is Pisces moon, so a little watery. And it is, oh, that's what it is. It's the square Pluto and Aquarius. I'm sorry. I felt the air. I felt the very distractible, airy, all over the place energy. My apologies that I didn't ground myself better before we started. And I did lots of grounding too. Ooh, okay. All right. The card to remember or watch for today is lead. Lead is that reminder for us that we don't lead from in front. We lead from beside. We lead by being an example. It's kind of like glow and our butt light. We lead by just showing others how we handle our shit. For example, what I just did right there about going through and modeling to you how I figured out the energy and kind of checked myself. That's lead, friends. Like, you may not care about that stuff and you may be like, Crystal, why'd you show that? Why don't you edit that out? That's not how I teach. I'm not the teacher that edits her videos. I'm the teacher that wants you to see that I make mistakes, that I don't know everything, that I have to think through stuff, that I'm not perfect, because those are all demons that I fight. And so I have to make sure that I present that out to the world. So again, that's just leading. Being next to someone, grabbing their hand. For example, I don't usually do this, but this morning I thought someone was still here. So while I was waiting and laying in bed, I grabbed my phone and I looked at social media. Well, one of the first things I saw was a video from the first marathon in London, and the two winners at the end holding hands to cross the line and crossing the line at the same time. Like, that's what I woke up to today, friends. So we are supposed to lead by being beside folks, not by being in front of them. We're supposed to enjoy life's moments together. It's not all about compete, I'm better. It should be about, you know what? I'm this successful. How can I go run back here and help you? And how can I help energize and cheerlead you to get to where you need to be so that you can be first? Because you know what? I don't care if I'm first. I'm just here for the journey and for the feels, because all of that adrenaline makes me feel great. I'm not here just to win. But if you're here to win, can I help you? Let me help you. Like, is that how you run your marathons? I think that's how I run my marathon, and that's why I don't win anything. But it's okay, because you know what? The truth is, y'all just heard it. I don't need to win. My winning is by leading next to someone and walking by them and having a conversation and getting to hear their heart. That's how I win. And that's also how I lead. How do you lead? So leading is a green go, and it's a yellow freeway, and it's an immediate change. It doesn't have anything to do with the past or the future. It's about being different. It is all about self-actualization. Do you all remember Maslow and his pyramid, and how the bottom is all about you have to be safe. You have to have your basic needs of safety met. And then you take the next step up, and then there's another one. And at the very peak of the pyramid is self-actualization. And they taught you this in school, like middle school and high school. They start telling you this word and like dangling it there and as a carrot in health class. Okay. Health class. Now, some of you might have taken psychology class. I didn't take that at school. But health class, dangling that self-actualization. Well, here's the thing. It's lead, friend, and it's leading next to them. How do you self-actualize? How are you getting to the top of that pyramid? Are all your basic needs met? Only then can you learn. Like, we have to be safe. We have to get out of fight or flight. So how can you help someone else today get out of fight or flight? That's my challenge for you today. That's your daily 180. We're going to start calling it that too. So your daily 180, which is just 3 minutes a day of doing something nice for someone else without expecting anything in return. Okay? So your daily 180 today is to lead from beside. Okay? How can you do that? How can you start working towards that? And it's going to be by just listening to someone and walking beside them and trying to actually hear their struggle. Then here's the kicker. You cannot share how you have a similar experience. They don't care. You cannot offer any advice how to help unless maybe they ask. If they ask, then it would be rude. Okay? But don't do it unless they ask. You are only supposed to be beside them and listening to hear their struggle. Because if you don't really hear their struggle, you can't help them later. And the way you're going to help them today is 3 minutes of listening. 3 minutes of listening. Even if you don't agree with an ounce of it and you think that they need to quit it, they're wallowing, even if you judge them. By the way, that's judging. Even if you judge them, it's okay as long as you keep your mouth shut and you do it in your head, that trickster place. But from your heart, please try to hear their struggle. That is your daily 180 for today. That is your thing to do to help lift someone else up and make them feel better. Okay? All right. And while you're going out there, that is your going out there with kindness. Okay? All right. Love you. Have a fabulous Monday. See you tomorrow.